What's up, YouTube? It's JackalGoldKick, going live on the main channel. Yeah, gonna be chatting with all y'all today. Try to move this more to the left. I had some cookies a bit ago. Nestle House is not as good as the kind that's blue, whatever the fuck this shit's called. Anthony Showat does pop culture and opening. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. Welcome to the stream. I had macaroni and water for dinner. Huh. That's good. Macaroni's good. I read it wrong for some reason. I read it as macaroni water. But no, it was water while you had macaroni and cheese. Hang on, I gotta move my lamp again. There we go. Shouldn't have that shit before. But yeah, I played some Dark Pictures today. And what else did I do? Trying to think. I can't remember right now. But yeah. Going to let everyone know that I'm currently live. Yeah, I had some cookies a bit ago, which wasn't too bad. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, just chilling in here right now. Just doing some Googling while I wait for some more people to get in here. Yeah, I'm just doing some Googling, see if some people get in here. Um, yeah. We got everyone in here. Make sure to give the stream a like. I'm going to pin that comment real quick. There we go. Hi, what's up, Abstract Tom? Welcome to the stream. Glad more people are getting in here because I had nothing to talk about. It's like going to a therapy session and I don't know, never mind, but welcome. If Larry showed up to your house right now, what would you do? I tell him to get the hell up out of here. There's going to be serious problems. Hope all is well. Yeah, I have a strep throat today. That sucks, man. Have you ever had razor blade COVID? I feel like I had razor blades in the back of my throat. It was that sore. Damn, that sounds crazy. I don't think I've ever had that actually. Sounds horrible though. The worst cold I've had in the past decade was back in 2021. This was around the time I came back to YouTube after a long hiatus. I how do I word this? I had like an ear infection. Then I was sick at the same time. It really sucked. Um, yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. I tell you that much. Glad this year is good for you. Yeah, me too. I'm glad as well, to be honest. 8 people. Sweet. Glad some more people are showing up. Do you know any tips to expand your village in Minecraft when you find a village and how do you get a name tag easily in Minecraft? I would know nothing about that because I don't play Minecraft and never really have played it. Larry's trying to start shit with me. He wants me to get my YouTube channel to really good luck with that. Oh well. I honestly really have no interest in talking about Larry anymore. For me, it's just not a topic I want to discuss, to be honest. Like that video I made about why I cut ties with him, that's all I'm going to leave it at. I don't want to talk about him anymore. This weekend was Mexican Independence Day. I didn't know that. I'm not really sure what uh, Mexican Independence Day is. I'm Mexican, but a lot of them live near me, so that's why I know. Okay. Okay, I apologize. Frustrated with them. Yeah, I mean, I don't make it a general rule on my streams to let people know, but it was thunderstorm pretty hard in my area. Yeah, I'd rather it thunder than rain. Rain weather is depressing. Thunder storming. Yeah, rain weather is depressing. Thunder. I'll be honest with you guys about something, man. Even though I need the money, I think people have a point when they complain about 9 to 5. They do. Maybe it's just certain people, but it does suck having to go somewhere and do shit all day just to get some money. You know, it's like there's a lot of negatives to it. Takes up a lot of my time. I don't have a lot of energy. I'm not able to focus on my fitness as much as I used to. It's just it sucks having to work when sick and pain. My mom says, yeah, it's just like the whole blueprint they tell people to follow. You do this, you do that. It's like it's not that fucking amazing. The only reason most people probably go is because it's getting money. That's it. I'm sure there's some jobs people are passionate about. Like I'm passionate about saving lives, being a firefighter and stuff. I'm sure, but especially the food and beverage places, it's like man, a part of me just feels like if I get my money from it, if I save up a good enough amount, get the new consoles, I might just ditch it. I mean, not that I would do that, but it's just like man, like even after 3 days of being there, back in my mind, I'm like, man, this really sucks. This is crap. I would much rather make a living off my YouTube because I actually like to do this. I wish it was easier to get money when than working for an employer. Yep. I see all these people online get rich doing the bare minimum in life. It's just unfair. I agree. It's like, I've been a YouTuber for 12 years and I've made some money on here, but it's not to the point where I'm set and I'm good to go. Hello, Jack. What's up, Chris? Kevin, welcome to the stream. And that's why a lot of people aren't realistic when they talk about build a business or be a content creator. This is the way you can make money. It doesn't mean it's going to go in that direction, even if you do it. At the end of August, it was so thunder in my area. Yeah, top 5 favorite and least favorite YouTubers. Top 5: Day Thirst, Kane Bringing the Pain. I guess I'll throw the Rad Brad in there. Silent Rob and Gator Martin. Least favorite, The Amazing Lucas, because he tries to preach about racism against his race, but he's a racist asshole himself. Officer Tatum, because he defends police officers and they murder innocent people, so fuck him. EDP 445, because of what he did, obviously. The new Review Sec USA, he's disgusting and his content's garbage now. That's what, four, and then a fifth one. Um, hmm, who else could I put in that list of just shitty YouTubers? Uh, hmm, I don't know who else to put in there. I guess I'll throw. I'm gonna put Smoky Dog in there. Fuck it. My dream job is to go around to different state parks, national parks, and vlog on my YouTube channel. It's only a dream. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hi, Jackal. House things? They're good. It's nice to be live. Glad to have you in here. I'm gonna make you a mod on here since you are a mod on my gaming channel. So yeah, 9 people in the house. Cool. Doing fun facts video, Method Man. What's up, Kapil Singh? If it can be a paid request, I could get that done for you. But welcome to the stream. How is ranking Terminator movies? Probably Terminator 1's the best, followed by Terminator 2. Um, I don't know where I'd rank the others, to be honest, because I don't remember what I thought of Terminator 3. But I guess I would put it in third place, and then maybe, um, well, yeah, and then fourth place would be Terminator Sega Genesis, because I do like that movie. Um, to be honest with you, I don't hate any of the Terminator movies. I don't. Some are better than others. Like Dark Fate, it was almost average. I don't hate any of the Terminator movies, to be honest with you. I feel like the Predator series was done much worse to me. So I would say T1's the best, T2, T3, and then Sega Genesis, and then like that's kind of that's a funny name, Terminator Sega Genesis. Ain't that what it's called? I don't fucking know. Hello, what's up, Junebug Films? Welcome to the stream. Have you seen Wishmaster 1987? Very underrated horror movie. Tony Todd, Kane Hodder, and Robert Englund are all in it, but as small side characters. That's pretty cool. No, I have not seen it. I feel fine. The Beatles, ain't heard it. Um, BRB. Yo, Jackal, glad you're streaming again. I missed earlier. What's up, Dynasty Heroes? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad as well. Um, 824 recently purchased the film rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let that franchise die. The only good ones are the original Part 2, 2003 remake at the beginning. Mr. Richard, y'all busy. That's fine. They, I don't think they'll do a good job with it. They'll just make it like super artsy and smart. I don't think they're going to do a good job with it. Their films are just too like weird for the sake of being weird, and just like I don't get their films, honestly. The worst fucking movie they made is The Green Room with the guy who played Xavier X. That fucking Damo, diss track coming soon. Dissing you, Jackal. Who the hell are you? Damo? Are you Damo Genesis? You got like 14 subscribers, dude. I'm just gonna ignore that guy. If you want me to talk about you, Damo, you better pay me if you diss me, because I'm not wasting time. You diss my friend, I have to diss you. Who is your friend that I dissed? Please let me know. I don't get it. I haven't dissed anybody in ages, so I don't know who you're talking about. What's your favorite dessert? Uh, Reese's peanut butter cups. So yeah, Damo, I don't know who you're talking about. Should I diss anybody since pre cut ties with Larry video? It's been ages. You diss Larry, that's my friend, and fuck you and Larry. How about that? How about that? Hopefully, A24 doesn't purchase film rights to Nightmare on Elm Street and Evil Dead. They'd fuck it up. Yeah, they would. It would be a disaster if they did. Yo, what's up, Kadeem the King? Welcome to the stream. Awesome to have you in here, man. You're a big fan. I appreciate it, Chris Kevin. It means a lot. Always appreciate the support. That's a cool looking T-shirt. What's it of? Blood on the Dance Floor. You know that music group. Um, the one who did Bewitched, because me and you talked about him before. I bought it a long time or a few years ago. I wanted to at least have some type of merch of them, to be honest. 10 viewers in the stream. Awesome. Make sure to give it a like if you haven't already. It's of. It looks more like they're like Look from Bewitched, but it's based off the song Unforgiven. Thoughts on the Exorcist movies? I like the Exorcist 1 and 3. The rest sucked. I like the first one, but I haven't seen the sequels. First, I thought it was an anime. Yeah, I could see that. Where do we send money for paid requests? They can be sent through either PayPal, which is in all my descriptions. They can be sent through Cash App. I think I still have that in the descriptions as well. They can also be now if they're sent through Patreon and YouTube super chats, it's gonna have to be extra because they always take a cut. So if you send in $1, they're gonna take put that in half, so it won't be $1 sent to me. So I would prefer PayPal for the most part, but if not PayPal for whatever reason, then I guess Cash App would be a second one. Only thing is I owe Cash App money, so they're gonna take that shit. Because I borrowed from them a long time ago. That's why these days I steer clear of loans and all that shit because I don't have to pay shit back. That's why I didn't go to college, man. If I would have went to college, I'd owe all this fucking money and fuck that shit. You know, that's why college kind of seems like a scam. You go into college and you get these student loans to get through, and then you got to pay all that shit back. It's almost like you're set up. Would you do a video dissing Taco Bell? Yeah, sure. You know, I would definitely do it. Like, fuck you, motherfuckers. I would definitely do it. Growing up, what was your favorite children's TV channel? Courage the Cowardly Dog, easily. Love that show. I love how it was dark. It's amazing. Yo, what's up, Jalen Sword? Welcome to the stream. My ranking of Exorcist movies, best to worst: one, Exorcist 3, 9 out of 10; two, Exorcist 1, 8 out of 10; three, Exorcist or Beginning 4 out of 10; four, Dominion 3 out of 10; five, Believer 2 out of 10; six, Exorcist 2, The Heretic 1 out of 10; Yeah, that just seems like a series that shouldn't have went on for as long as it did. Probably another movie series that went on too long is the Amityville Horror. That has the most movies I've ever seen in a series for horror. They got like 18 movies. I like the original with James Brolin. That's pretty good. I didn't really care for the remake too much though. I'd recommend Extras 3, very underrated film, the only good Extras sequel. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. I heard Brad Dourif is in that one, so that's pretty cool. Courage is one of my favorite children's shows too. One with much darker tones. Other favorites are Edna and Eddie, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Cartoon Network is a go to my opinion. I can see that. I like um I like those other two shows. They're awesome. Puppet Master is one horror franchise I don't like. I've seen the first two movies, couldn't get into them. Good concept, poor execution. Yeah, I've never seen the movies. I want to look this up real quick. I wonder if YouTube has an option where you can uh, where you can have like a voice read the comments for you. Let me look this up real quick. I gotta fucking yeah, it's too much work right now. Just hit $2 on PayPal. I want the Taco Bell dish and a video regarding some Tyler Creator songs. All right, man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Means a lot. So for the Taco Bell dish, do you want it to be like a song or just basically me just like dissing Taco Bell talking shit? Um, Appreciate it. Um, Now as for the second one, which what song do you want me to react to of Tyler Creator? I, yeah, let me check. Yo, what's up, Kadeem the King? Jackal, most new school hip hop sucks. It sure does. Sure does, man. But let me see something. But yeah, DJ archived. Let me know what style you want the Taco Bell disc to be, and then let me know what Tyler Creator song you want me to react to. We can make that happen. We can definitely make that happen. Jackal, most new school hip hop sucks. That's how I feel as well. Let's see. Do something real quick. What's up, JGK? What's up, Louis Patino? Welcome to the stream. Or what I could do, DJ Archived. Are you on any social media? Like I could message you. We could talk about the details. That way, I know uh, like precisely what to do um, for your videos. So, what are the rules of the stream? So, for the most part, just be good. What's your favorite Child's Play franchise series? Possibly my favorite Child's Play 3 is actually so underrated. Sequel movie. It's a series I can't get into. What are the rules of the stream? Um, most overrated horror franchise for me, Paranormal Activity. I don't mind the third movie, the rest sucked. Yeah. Let me just Disney Taco Bell. Forget the Tyrus. Let me direct to Super Speed Rap by Julio Miles and Bonds, but Miles and Kanye West. All right. Let me I'm gonna type those in real quick so I don't forget. I'll try to do the Taco Bell one today. Do you still do collaboration Spirit 21 TG Venom? I haven't collabed with TG Venom in a while. I don't really talk to him. Spirit 21, yeah, when I can, I still do collabs with him. See, I'm gonna write these ideas down so I can get them done for you. Let's see. I'm gonna put this in super speed rap. Miles. Um, um, by Miles and Kanye West. All right. Those are written down, so I'll get to them when I can, for sure, man. Appreciate it. What are your thoughts on NBA or MMA combat sports? Um, I'm not really all that into MMA like that, to be honest. It never interested me. I prefer boxing and martial arts. Competition between Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney is very divisive. SpongeBob and Hey Arnold are top tier for Nickelodeon, Disney. Had Recess, Leo, and Stitch. Yeah, I hear that. It sure did. Fender, Fizda Bender sucks. He said that he raped a man on a song. Ain't heard about that. Most overrated horror franchise for me, Paranormal Activity. I don't mind the third movie, but the rest sucked. Most overrated horror franchise. Um, hmm. What would I pick? Shit. Maybe. Hmm. Damn it. I don't know, honestly. It's not coming to me at the moment. Worst horror franchise for me, Children of Core. Not one single good entry. Worst horror franchise. Let me think. I don't know, honestly. My brain's just scattered. Favorite movie directed by James Wan, mine is Death Sentence, 2007, very underrated movie. I have to think about what movies he's done, but maybe the Saw movie if he did. I like Saw 1 and 2. Thoughts on Helsing Ultimate Anime TV series? Great show. I enjoy it. Um, I do. The weird thing about Helsing, though, is I rooted for the uh, the bad guy or the quote unquote bad guy more than the main character. Father Alexander Anderson, the priest with the knives. I liked him more than Alucard. I wanted him to win. I kind of wish the show revolved around him. I wish he could have kicked Alucard's ass. I actually liked him more, and I kind of wish he was the lead or something. But I don't mind. I like Alucard, but I like Father Alexander Anderson more, to be honest with you. I don't know if you guys ever went through that with a series where you like the bad guy or the opposing person more. But that's how I feel about Helsing. That's what I liked about regular. Well, I can't remember, but first three Hellraiser movies are good and worth a watch. Hellbound, Hellraiser 2 is my favorite in the series. Yeah. Favorite horror movie villain? Favorite horror movie villain? Um, hmm. Trying to think. Favorite horror movie villain? Who would it be? Trying to think. I don't know, honestly. The first three Hellraiser movies are good and worth a watch. If A24 will make a Friday the 13th TV show, would it still be happening or not? Hopefully, well, it might be good, so or not. it I don't think it would be too good because they're like pretentious and really smart. Um, if A24 made a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, there'd be a gross scene. Yeah, Final Destination Bloodline sucked. Ain't seen it. Which worst horror movie ever made? Um, probably Alone in the Dark 2005. Awful video game adaptation, director by Uwe Ball is a piece of god trap. Yeah. Worst horror movie ever made. The worst one I've ever seen is like what's the most garbage one I've seen? I'm trying to think. I suck at these movie questions. I guess I'll pick Piranhaconda because that was so fucking boring. R.I.P. Michael Madsen, but he was in that piece of trash. That movie was horrible. There was this lame song that we hear sometimes. There was some woman singing Piranha Conda. It was horrible. CGI was terrible. That film was fucking awful. Fuck Piranha Conda. Even the name is shit. Piranha. It's a piranha mixed with an anaconda. Fucking garbage. Helsing Ultimate was cool. I haven't watched the original compared to the two though. Yeah. Let's see. Um, did the money come through? Yep, it did. Appreciate it. I wrote the ideas down in my notepad app, so I'll remember. I'll try to at least do one of them today. Um, let's see. What are your thoughts on Goosebumps from the '90s? Really good show. My favorite episode is where they're like zombies and the people are like white looking ghosts. I love that one. I actually just spite hate Blair with Two Book of Shadows. Pretty sequel, the first one. Ain't seen it. OG's Blumhouse purchased the film rights to Saw the franchise down like Saw 1 and 2. Man, we don't need more Saw. Like that's just ridiculous. It's just like that series is ran into the ground. Thoughts and Tales from a Crypt TV show. Ain't seen it. What are your thoughts? I like most of the Final Destination movies except Foundation 4, aka the Final Destination. Yeah. You ever watched Dragon Ball or Naruto or even One Piece? I never seen the others, but I've seen Dragon Ball. It's a great anime. They need to stop and Saw after part. Saw the final chapter is actually true ending, perfect end of series. Yeah, they just keep milking it, milking it. It is ridiculous. It's like give it a rest already. Just keep on doing Saw. It's like how many Saw movies are you going to do? It's ridiculous. Blumhouse will make Dead by Daylight video game adaptation movie for still in the near future, working on with James Wan with producer for some point. Hopefully that turns out good. Out of all the Saw movies, which one would you say was peak? Saw 3, because Jeff is my favorite character. I just liked him the most. The guy that cut Jigsaw's throat with the saw. Plus, he got to kill the bad guy. I don't like what happened to him though. They kill him off. He gets stuck in that room. It's like, man, he should have been a damn hero. He killed Jigsaw, you know. Heard the Collector 3 is happening. How about fuck no, the second film picks up the story. Wait, they're bringing it back? Oh man. I heard it got messed up in production. I was hoping that was true. Because the Collector 3, um, the second one ended perfectly. You don't need a third one. It's ridiculous. Uwe Boll, House of the Dead, it actually is so bad it's lame. Worse. Uwe Boll film, terrible video game adaptation film. Yeah. Uh, the only thing I remember from that film is Sticky Fingers, the rapper, is in it, and Sid Haig is in it. That's the only thing I remember. It's about it in terms of my memory. What happened to Wheezy the Best, BJ Swag, etc. Um, I don't know who controlled Wheezy the Best, but BJ Swag, we're cool now. That was a long time ago. He's still around. I haven't seen him on my channel in a while though. Dark Deception survival horror video game adaptation getting movie adaptation writer Adrian Speaker and Corey Todd Hughes working on this project for in the near future. That'll be cool. It's weird when anime have a main character get overshadowed by the villains or other characters. With Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, pretty much no one has Ichigo, Naruto, or Luffy as their favorite. Yeah, that is true. How tall are you, JGK? 5'10". Same height as Kid Cudi. Let's All Die. I'm much more excited for Terrifier 4. Thoughts on Terrifier movies? I tried to watch the first one, but I wasn't really into it. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe I'll revisit it sometime down the line. Um, Same here in 5'10". That's cool. It's weird. Yeah. Let's All Die. Yeah, I already read that. James Cameron directed adaptation of dark horror fantasy. The Devil's author of Joe Abercrombie's next project or Avatar Fire and Ash. Yeah. Terrifier 2 and 3 are much better than Terrifier 1. That's good to hear. You ever playing Silent Hill Remake on PS5? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have a PS5. Oh man, I wish I did. That's what the current plan is with where I'm working at. Is I'm gonna save my money up from it, and I'm gonna get those consoles. Are you still cool with KRD 999? Yeah, he don't get on YouTube anymore. I ain't talked to him in a while. You think I'll ever watch Game of Thrones at some point? I don't know if I ever will, to be honest. There's some triggering shit in there. I heard there's some incest shit in there too, so I don't know about that. I mean, when I don't know, maybe it might be okay to watch if my brain's fully rewired, but definitely not anytime soon. That's I heard that show was super triggering. Great news! You can refund your games on PlayStation. Oh wow, you can. That's cool. Do you think watching Blade movie, West Snipes? That's a great movie. I like the second one. The third one, I don't know if I hate it as much as people do. I think I remember liking Blade Trinity. To be honest, I didn't hate it. Um, Blade's a good series. Much better than Black Panther, in my opinion. That's for damn sure. I do like it. Blade Trinity just had Ryan Reynolds' performance way before he did Deadpool. Yeah, when he was Hannibal King, that was sure something. House of the Dead 2003 movie was so bad that for 17 years until Sonic 1 movie came out, Sega banned any movie company from adapting their properties. That's crazy. Hmm. That is crazy. I didn't know about that. You know, if King still makes music, he probably does. Yeah. Which better, Willy Wonderland or Finance at Freddy's movie? I didn't like either, to be honest. Willy Wonderland, I wish Nicolas Cage talked. I think that would help. Finance at Freddy's, I kind of liked the vibe at first, but it was slow, it was boring, and it just became too pretentious. Willy's Wonderland was much better than Finance at Freddy's movie. My favorite version of animatronic stuff is Jack Pound. He used to do like short films. I love his series about Finance at Freddy's. It's perfect. Thoughts on Freddie Gibbs rapper? From what I heard, he's good. I don't listen to him like that though. Have you watched Vampire Hunter D? No. I need to get back to watching anime. It's been a minute, but it's kind of hard to find some because there's not really any on the free streaming sites. But I don't want to pay for subscription services either, so that's another thing. Have you heard he got jumped? Yeah, I didn't know he got jumped. I want to see Leatherface versus Jason movie. That'd be cool. Did you know on YouTube somebody made a fight scene where the killer from the collector goes up against Ghostface from Scream? It's pretty cool. Because Ghostface is like making jokes and he's fighting them. It was awesome. You know, it was a cool fan made film. There's one out there where Michael Myers fights Jason. That was cool. That's my most wanted version of the movie. I want to see that so bad. I want to see Jason go up against Michael head to head. That would be incredible. Neither would win. They'd probably be fighting each other all day because they're both invincible, right? I would want like to see Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. It'd be an amazing live action movie. Wish it got made. Yeah, they were supposed to do that, but they never did. I'd also like to see um, The Hills Have Eyes versus Wrong Turn. You know, or The Hills Have Eyes, Wrong Turn versus Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You ever watch Predator catching videos? Nah, I don't really have interest in it. I don't mind some of the ones like Chris Hansen does, especially that one guy, Jeff Sokol. He gets caught. He's eating that pizza and he's offering Chris Hansen a slice of pizza. That was crazy. Scream 1 and 2 are the only good Scream movies, in my opinion. I would have been curious to see Wes Craven direct at least one Friday the 13th sequel. When it comes to Scream, uh, oh, I saw that one. I like Scream 1 the most. Scream 2, eh. I hate that they killed off Randy. That shit pissed me off, man. The nerve of them. What's going on? What's up, Zach D Productions? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, that pissed me off that they fucking killed Randy in Scream 2. And then in Scream 3, they kill Cotton Weary. And just, what a mess, man. Wes Craven cursed. It is actually so great. Werewolf having mess up production because I heard Weinstein ever started a movie over again. That sucks. Um, I don't know if I've seen Cursed. A movie that I like is very similar to Scream. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I like that film. Um, I think that is a great spiritual successor to Scream. I like that film. I like Ryan Philippe. Sarah Jessica Parker's good in it. The other female actress that played Buffy the Vampire Slayer, um, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prince Jr. You know, pretty cool. It was good. The sequels were trash, though. Unfortunately. Are you cool with the BHC? Not familiar with them. I don't know if I have any desire to see any of the Scream movies. I haven't seen. Only seen the fifth one. Wasn't too impressed. Not bad though. Yeah, that's one of the worst ones, man. The best one in the Scream series is the first one. That's the greatest one. It was very innovative for its time. What they did with it. Scream 5 and 6 is trash because the cast is terrible in those films. I hated Scream 5 and 6. Did you like Renfield, Nicolas Cage? It was actually so great vampire film. That was a mixed bag for me. I did have fun with Renfield, but I wish Nicolas Cage was. It was. I wish it was more of Nicholas Holt, Nicolas Cage, and not that Aquafina bitch. She's basically like female Kevin Hart. Fuck Aquafina. Like you're gonna name how the like who named her after some fucking water? Like come on, man. Like she's just. I, I, I didn't care for her. Do you acknowledge Roman Reigns? Not familiar with him. I don't really follow wrestling anymore. Um, Not a fan of Curse, one of Wes Craven's weaker movies. Yeah, I don't care about Aquafina. She is a very annoying female version of Kevin Hart. Yeah, exactly. It's like they put her in everything. It's like they always put these actors we don't give a shit about. They force them in everything. Like, oh, here's here's Pedro Pascal. Here's fucking Aquafina. You guys like these people, right? Here's fucking Bill Skarsgård, who's nothing good. Let's have him as the Crow. Let's put him in this. I didn't care for him as Pennywise. I didn't. But they put these people and force them into everything. Like, here, you must take him. It's like, no, we don't fucking like him and we don't want him. Get him the fuck out of here. Aquafina, I think, is more annoying than funny. Yep. Same with that one girl from Operation Force. I can't remember her name. Yeah. A lot of these actors, they shove on us. It's like, get them the hell out of here. We don't fucking want them. Jackal, these old heads celebrate Rachel McQuan death. Yeah, they are. I hate to say it, but I feel like Jared Leto curses movies. Like, if you put Jared Leto in your film, it's going to be a flop. Period. Morbius, Suicide Squad, um, or like, what the hell was it? That new Tron movie coming out? I've never seen the original Tron, but I have a feeling the new one's going to be a failure because you have Jared Leto in it. He's just one of those actors. If you put him in there, chances are it's not going to do well. Aubrey Plaza, that's her name. Just looked it up. Yeah, that name sounds stupid. Dallas Buyers Club was good. And that had Jared Leto. Yeah, that was one of the few films that he did that wasn't a flop. I did like him in the little things, I guess. I didn't like it. John Cena, he's not a great person. Real over wrestling, he stopped acting when he retire acting. Uh, John Cena, he was good in the Marine and 12 rounds, but then he just got too jokey. Jackal, these old heads celebrate Christian McQuan. That's messed up. Favorite animal? Alligators or crocodiles, but dogs as well. Um, I like it. Jared Leto and Urban Legends horror movie is similar to Scream. I know it's that summer. I need to see it. I didn't mind Pedro Pascal, but he's just being in too many movies now. Exactly. Just like The Rock. He was good in Game of Thrones, Gladiator 2. Did you know Morbius is actually a Spider-Man villain? Yeah, I knew that. John Cena used to be cool in the early 2000s. Yeah, he was good back in the day. He made good rap music. Andre the Giant, he's probably best WrestleMania next to Terry Funk. Yeah, he's good. WWE is a racist company. I imagine they are. Alligators, lizards, turtles, frogs, birds, raccoons, rabbits, and cats are probably my favorite animals. Good choices. I didn't like Gladiator 2. Gladiator 1 is great. Should never have a sequel. Gladiator, I don't mind, but I didn't really love it like that. And I'm really not, I'm just not that interested in watching the sequel. Like, it's just not something I really needed or need to see, to be honest with you. But yeah, I knew Morbius was a villain, Spider Man. John Cena's a better rapper than most rappers today. True. Superhero movies peaked years ago and are getting worse. Yep. I enjoyed Cowboy Bebop anime TV show. It's actually so great. Show reminds me of The Matrix meets John Wick. I tried to watch Cowboy Bebop. I couldn't get into it, to be honest with you. Pedro Pascal is also annoying with his politics too. I bet he is. He's probably one of those weirdos, just like the woman that worked on Ghost of Yotai and uh, made fun of Charlie Kirk's death. I'm sure Sony isn't happy with that. Or like one of the DC writers that got fired for doing the same thing. It's like keep that shit to yourself. You know, kind of pisses me off because here these people have a business, they have money they can make from what they enjoy doing, and they piss all over it with stupid shit they say. The Rock was cool before he went bald in Hollywood. Yeah, I miss The Rock when he had hair. I will say that. I was very disappointed by Stephen King's comments about Charlie. What did he say about him? Look something up real quick. I'm gonna see what he said about him. Apparently, he apologized. I'll give him credit for that at least. People celebrating Kirk's passing are sick and twisted. POS. Yeah, I think. Let's see. I think Hulk Hogan was overhated. I agree. You know, yeah, you said the N word in the past, but like Zaggy Productions said, it's true. Everybody says shit. And if everybody knew what everyone said behind closed doors, then we should all be canceled by that logic. WWE literally wouldn't exist without Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon. I agree. You know, Hulk Hogan was a good wrestler. Um, that can't be denied. It's a hollow apology. He's only doing that to try and salvage reputation. True that. Um, I saw a Long Walk 2025, great Stephen King drama movie adaptation, directed by Francis Lewis, who did I Am Legend 2007. I ain't seen that movie. I just saw the Long Walk Stephen King movie. It was actually an excellent movie and so far best movie for this year. That's good. Okay. Everyone has said stupid stuff. Sean has tried to expose me recently over sharing memes and calling some beta male, I guess. LOL. Yeah, what a stupid thing. That says more about him than you. Like I can only imagine what he's hiding. If he's trying to call someone else, I can only imagine what he's hiding and what he said about people. I can only imagine. Multitasking right now. Monolith 64K Sean is an idiot. I'm glad I was never associated with him. Yeah, he seems like a dumbass, to be honest with you. Recently went live on Weston's channel about, I'm not sure if he's still cool with him, but yeah, that's cool. Yeah, me and him are cool these days. Charlie Kirk was a legend of politics. Hulk Hogan was a legend of wrestling, in my opinion. I hear that. I know Hulk Hogan at one point they were talking about maybe getting him in the Expendables. That might have made Expendable. Like I heard Expendables 4 wasn't good, but maybe if he was in it, that might help. Because I heard they were wanting to get him in there. Fun fact: he was supposed. He was a. You know how Mike Tyson's in that which I don't like this song, but Mike Tyson's in the Godzilla music video. He punches Eminem. They originally thought about having Hulk Hogan in it, which that would have been cool. But I imagine that probably was something to do with the fucking N-word usage. Like, we can't have him in here because he said that shit, whatever. Um, Gene Hackman is a very great legendary actor. Says he did talent acting as Superman on Comic Ballard, The French Connection. He's passed away from this year along with his wife. Yeah, it's a shame. He's one of my favorite actors. I love him. He plays such a good villain. Like, if you watch The Quick and the Dead, which is a movie Sam Raimi directed, that is the most despicable character he's ever played. He's such an asshole in that movie. It's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. He was so good at playing villain roles. According to Molly the 64, Executive Productions, Community, and Friends are the weird corner of YouTube. I still born a full of crap. Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, you see, I said that Cole ML ridiculous. Were you ever interested in any trading cards? Nah, I'm not really into cards. Gene Hackman, he did a really excellent job in Hoosier. He did No Way Out, Loose Cannons, and Unforgiven. They were really so great movie. I haven't seen the other ones, but I liked him. I like him in the movie with Denzel Washington. That was a good one. I liked him in Behind Enemy Lines with Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson should do more. He should do more. What do you call it? Serious roles. I think that'd be awesome. Look at something real quick. Um, Are you interested in watching Yu-Gi-Oh anime show? Also used to watch that show all the time before kids. I tried to watch it. I couldn't get into it, to be honest with you. Thoughts on Malignant 2021? Great horror movie from Saw 2004. Best in 2007. Cities 2010. The Conjuring 2013. And Furious 7 2015. Director James Wan. I couldn't get into Malignant. Thoughts on Little Boosie? I honestly have not really checked out his music. I do. The only song I really know from him is "This Is the Way I Live." That I know that song, the one with Webby. I did listen to that song back in the day, but I haven't really. He's entertaining in interviews, though. I really like him on DJ Vlad. Yes, I may have said some pretty harsh things to Sean, but what would you have to deal with him for 8 years straight? Yeah, I don't blame you. We can go to the poking the bear analogy. Yep. Thoughts on James Wan Dead Silence or horror movie Kill a Public Film? I haven't seen that film, but I love the song that's used in it. What's it called? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the name, but it's the band Aiden. Um, I can't remember what it was called, but there was this rock band called Aiden. I love the song they made for that film. Um, if you could turn any movie into a video game, what would you pick? Can't already have a video game made. I'm gonna go with Warriors Orochi, but I'm gonna take it a step further. I don't. I want them to do a Warriors Orochi movie, but they use American actors and they do it in Hollywood, so it can be really fun, ridiculous, over the top. I would love to see that shit. Like you could have. Let me think. You could have fucking like okay for I'm trying to think of some actors. A part of me would want to see that because it would fit that English dub shit. I'm trying to think of some actors like for Orochi. Who could play Orochi from Hollywood? Maybe I don't know. You have to think of some. Thoughts on Dr. Umar? He seems like a racist, and he also, based on the videos I've seen from the Mark Triplet, He's just trying to scam people to make money off them. I listen to Joey Badass and JID new music. Yep, that's cool. My favorite John Woo movies are probably Hard Boiled, Hard Target, and Face Off. Good choices. Mine would be Face Off. Love that movie. I love how over the top Travolta and Nicolas Cage are in that movie. That movie is so much fun. I've seen that movie over and over again. I know there was an original version of it where it was supposed to have Arnold and Stallone, which that would have been cool, but I don't think it would have been as. Yes, I like Arnold and Stallone, but I just don't think it would have been as good. You wouldn't have had that over the top greatness that Travolta and Nicolas Cage did. But I guess you could have some fun Arnold and Stallone stuff. If you could, Dustin be a young boy, I don't care for him. TikTok sucks. It does. I can see James Wan direct a movie adaptation of The Evil Within 2014. Video game with Ethan Hawke and Sebastian. I would love that too. I'm a big fan of Ethan Hawke. I listen to Joey Bass, Jim, new music, cool. Thoughts on John Woo, my favorite action director. He's a good director. I can see James Wan uh, direct the Suffering video game adaptation movie starring Vin Diesel playing his torso. That'd be cool. I could see that. Thoughts on The Invisible Man 2020 remake starring Elizabeth Moss, great horror movie remake directed by Leah Whannell, directed in Insidious Chapter 3 2015. I liked The Invisible Man. It was cool. Um, let's see. I'm back. All right, welcome back on Abstract Tom. Ken Watanabe could be a good Falcon Nobunaga. He could. And then what I would say is you could have. I'm trying to think of some like Hollywood actors, like for Dion Way. Man, who could you have play Dion Way? I'm trying to think of someone that's like buff and bald in Hollywood. Vin Diesel's not quite big enough to be Dion Way, in my opinion. Maybe I just said think about that. I'm gonna see if I can think of some other choices. Like, hmm, Johnny Depp would be a good Joe Yu, I think. Johnny Depp for Joe Yu, or yeah, Johnny Depp for Joe Yu. Um, Now for Mitsuhide, who could play Mitsuhide? Um, Maybe I'm not sure. Uh, Thoughts on Face Off being called overrated? I think it's just perfectly rated. I don't think it's overrated, to be honest. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Um, let's see. My favorite genre movies are hard. I already read or Hard Boiled, Hard Target, Broken Arrow, Face on Wind Talkers. Good choices. Uh, I haven't seen Wind Talkers. Um, and the other ones. Hard Target's good. Do you like In the Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Evil Fighting Against Devil? That's a great film. Hey Jackal, what's up? Benjamin Time was finally able to make it. Awesome. Welcome. Charleston White versus Eminem. Are they in beefing or something? Apparently, we are getting a sequel. Honestly, Charleston White's an idiot. He's an anti-black person that shits on his own race. Fuck him, to be honest with you. The same shit that Stevie Knight does, the same shit that a lot of some black YouTubers, they just shit on their own race for money. That's the kind of person Charleston White is. Ethan Hawke, he's a great actor, like him in the Black Phone. I couldn't get into that film, but I do love Ethan Hawke. And apparently, we're getting a sequel to Face Off. Just why? Yeah, why do we need a sequel to Face Off? Stupid. Face Off is a good movie, but it should just be a one and done, no sequels. I agree. Like Face Off, it doesn't need a sequel. Speed 2 is a prime example. Why not every movie needs a sequel? I have a feeling Face Off 2 will be the Speed 2 of the 2020s. Yeah, Speed was a great film. I really wish they could have just gotten Keanu Reeves back for the second one because the first Speed is really cool. I thought that was a it was a cool action film for Keanu Reeves. You had Dennis Hopper in there. Hey, let me know, hey, Zaggy Productions, let me know if you've seen Speed. That's a pretty good Keanu Reeves film. I also like that movie where he's, because what's kind of memeable and funny about this movie, I think it's called Hardball, where Keanu Reeves, he's trapped and he owns loan sharks because he's a gambler, and he has to mentor this baseball team of kids. And there's like scenes in the film where Keanu Reeves is trying to imitate or rap and sing parts of Big Papa by Biggie. It's just great. Because Keanu Reeves, he can have the moments of being just like funny. The worst movie Keanu Reeves ever did, though, is Knock Knock. Miserable film, but some of his scenes are ridiculous. Keanu Reeves went full Nicolas Cage in that film. Apparently, Keanu Reeves was to Speed 3. How about no? Yeah, too late for that. Speed I have seen, really like one of my favorite Keanu Reeves movies. Yeah, another good movie with Keanu Reeves. This is one of his most refreshing and unique roles, The Gift. That's a really good film. The role he plays in that is so different than anything he's playing. I also really liked Constantine. I wish it was a series, honestly. I don't care if he don't look like the guy from the show where he doesn't have blonde hair. It was a good movie. There's a game of Constantine I like to play. I don't know what it is. I don't know if anyone else felt this way, but I always felt like Keanu Reeves and John Cusack, they kind of remind me of each other, and I just always felt like they should have been a movie together, like playing as a villain and a good guy or something. Like I really wish they'd put John Cusack in a movie with him. That's another actor I love. What's next? A necessary sequel to Falling Down 93? Yeah. Keanu Reeves, he should have done DC Comics adaptation Plastic Man. Maybe directed by the Wachowski should have done back in the day. I might like that, even though I didn't care for Plastic Man and the that Batman story. Studios need to learn when to end a franchise too. Fast for example, exactly. I like Ethan Hawke and Gattaca. I never got to see that. Some other Ethan Hawke films I like. What Doesn't Kill You with him and Mark Ruffalo was good. Loved him in Brooklyn's Finest, of course. Training Day. There's this really good movie Ethan Hawke did called what the hell was it called? Good Kill, where he plays a military soldier that controls drones that shoot bombs in the Middle East. That's a really good film. I really liked Sinister. I thought Sinister was a good horror movie. I thought it was creepy how he was watching these films that actually happened. That was pretty cool. Never seen Sinister 2. I didn't like the ending of Sinister though. I'm like, fuck that shit. The Purge, as much like Ethan Hawke, The Purge fucking sucks. Fuck that film. The second one was so much better with Frank Grillo. Um, I'm still super excited about the new video game adaptation film, The Legend of Zelda, going to be directed by Wes Ball and will come out for May 7, 2027. That'd be cool. Speed, gaming's better than 2000s. I don't really agree, but I could see why someone would think that way. Apparently, Keanu Reeves, Dustin and John movies, I really like him. I don't know, I was never really crazy about him, to be honest with you. Yeah, Knock Knock was terrible, especially like the ending. Yeah, there's an alternate on YouTube. There's an alternate ending where he pulls up, putting gloves on, and he's about to do something to him. I don't know why they took that out. Where he gets revenge. Um, I don't like it. Knock Knock Keanu Reeves is so boring and bland. Awful horror movie. His performance so worse his bad acting. Like the one guy in the film where he's saying, "I'm from Oakland, ho," or something. Just what the fuck was that? Um, it almost feels like a movie Rob Zombie would make. New Street Fighter movie going to suck ass. I'm sure it will. Constantine was solid. I heard they're doing a sequel, but I don't know. Yeah. The only decent Purge movie was Purge Anarchy. Yeah, and I didn't mind the Purge election year. The Purge, the last Purge or whatever it was that took place like in the border of Texas and Mexico, that shit sucked. That shit was horrible. I fucking hated that movie. I just couldn't stand it, honestly. It felt like the movie was more about racism with like Mexicans and the whole border thing and white people. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Just make a good movie. That's literally what it felt like when you watch that Purge film. It's like, what the fuck is this? Trying to focus more on a message and actually give you a good movie, and they wonder why this shit sucks. Um, as Keanu Reeves growing you as an actor, I thought you said at one point you didn't like him as an actor. Yeah, I like him. I don't know why I said that at one point, but I do like him. Um, Costume is pretty solid. DC Comics horror film is one of my favorites. Keanu Reeves film. That's a good choice. Thoughts on Paul Blart from Mall Cop? I seen that a while back. I didn't mind it, but Observe and Report is definitely way better. The only decent Purge movie is Purging. Thoughts on Chris Pratt? I don't mind him. I feel he's in too many movies. Um, I can't think of a movie I've seen him in that I've liked. I don't know because I didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy. I prefer Chris Evans over him, to be honest. Thoughts on the Stepfather original horror movie was actually so crazy. Stepfather abuses stepdaughter adopted. I like the Stepfather. I even love the sequel as well. It's a really good. Um, Thoughts on DSP? He, I was entertained by some of his content. I'll be honest with you, but I see the controversy around him. You know, like the Purge 2018, whichever the one was where they're like in Texas and Mexico, the border shit. Yeah, that one was awful in my opinion. Purge is such waste potential. What could have been a grand franchise. I agree. Charleston White sucks. He does. Fantasy on horror film. That movie sucks too, and it felt so boring and nothing. Have a good scene. Anything body count, right? They got to put politics in a lot of modern movies for some reason. I can't stand to remember. I'm apparently hateful for having that opinion. LOL. Yeah. Chris Evans was good as Captain America, the Human Torch, and his character in Cellular. Yeah, and another movie. This is such an underrated movie. I have to highlight it. Another really good movie with Chris Evans is The Losers from 2010. That's a comic book film. He's in that film. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who played Negan in The Walking Dead and who played the comedian in Watchmen, he's in the film. Idris Elba's in the film. Zoe Saldana is in the movie. It's a great comic book film. It's basically a team of characters of mercenaries. It was really good. Someone directed that film. That's a good director. Can't remember who it was, but The Losers is awesome. Chris Evans was really good in that. He's got a good track record, man. I really like him. He was good as Captain America. I agree. The Human Torch and his character in Cellular, absolutely. I like Chris Pratt. Thoughts on the Survivor Eye of the Tiger song from Rocky Four soundtrack? Good song. Thoughts on Beyonce? I don't really listen to her to be honest, but Halo's a good song, I suppose. Um, I'd rather listen to her than Taylor Swift. Thoughts on Dog Soldier 2002, my favorite werewolf movie. It's a good movie. Originally, Jason Statham was supposed to be in that film, but he decided to do Ghost of Mars instead. Kind of wish Statham would have been in that. Would you like the Halloween 1981? That's my favorite. Is werewolf film. I've never seen the Halloween, um, but it is a good movie. I mean, I haven't seen it. I love werewolves though. I've always want. I want to see the new werewolves film with Frank Grillo. Um, Taylor Swift sucks. Yep. To me, Little Pump is a male version of Cardi B. Good comparison. Rhapsody's a great rapper. They play Eye of Tiger where I work often. LOL. I like it just for the fact it's Rocky's theme. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh man, I wish they would play music where I work. Kind of sucks. Maybe I should have went for a job where I could like listen to music and shit. You know, Lady London is another good female rapper. Britney Spears, she sucks. Worse than Taylor Swift. I did see Werewolves with Frank Grillo recently. It's decent. I have to check it out. Another good werewolf film is Late Phases. It's about this blind ex-military vet that moves to a town. I also love Silver Bullet with Corey Haim. That's a good movie. Um, I also like Bad Moon because the basically a German Shepherd named Thor. He's basically the main character, a dog. Um, Thoughts on Delivers from Evil 2014 starring Eric Bana, underrated horror movie. I couldn't get into that one. We thought about getting a job at GameStop. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I heard it's one of the worst jobs in the world, though, to be honest. And plus, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not good at counting change. I cannot learn how to count change for the life of me, man. I'm just not good at counting change. I think my problem with change is there's no numbers on that shit. Like, how the fuck, like, I just can't do it, man. Hopefully that didn't become a problem at the job I work, or else I might get fired. Workers yelled and screamed in the song "Never Scared." Yeah, it was awesome. I ain't never scared. That's the Extras and Emily Rose 2005. I liked it. I ain't seen it. Frank Grillo is kind of an underrated actor too. It was nice to see him on the new Superman movie though. I didn't know he's in the new Superman movie. Yeah, Frank Grillo was cool. I like him. I liked the Purge Anarchy, and he was even in the Prison Break TV show. He was good in that. It's a shame that he didn't get started until like his 40s and 50s. That just goes to show you, you never know when your career will take off. Frank Grillo, he was in his 40s by the time he was really getting big roles, and he's doing movies for ages. Thoughts on Watcher's recording him was actually so great. Creature Features novels based on the novel Dean Koontz book. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it was pretty good. Mike Jones sucks. Yeah. Batman 1996 very underrated. I agree. Sword Bullet with Corey Haim's actually a great world film. Yep. Um, let's see. Thoughts on Boogeyman 2005 horror film? Ain't seen it. Most overrated comic book character for me, Aquaman. Um, most overrated comic book character, Spider Man. I'm not really into him. Um, yeah, Aquaman never got into as a character, just never cared to look at those stories. His movies was really good, to be honest with you. Thoughts on the Limit Soldiers, good rap group. I honestly prefer them over Cash Money, to be honest. I think The Walking Dead would be better if Frank Darabont was allowed to stay the whole run of the show. Absolutely. It would have been an outstanding 10 out of 10. Because one of the reasons, or one of the things that would really be nice if he was still in charge, John Bernthal who played Shane, probably still would have been on the show because he was good friends with Frank Darabont. The guy who played Dale, he would have been on the show. The only reason he left was because Frank Darabont got fired. So he wanted to leave. Andrea was supposed to be on there for more, way longer. So I think if he was still at the helm, the show would be better. Dang, I like Spider Man a lot. That's understandable. Also, a video game. I'm not a fan of Fortnite. Um, Call of Duty, to be honest. Call of Duty. I mean, I like zombies, but it's not one of my favorite series. It's like if I talk to someone or talk to someone new, it would just be nice to hear someone be into something else besides just COD all the time or GTA. It's like, what about other game series? I don't even use cash to be honest. I pay for everything on my phone, so that I don't have to deal with change. Just understand. When you think he was hungry, he could have been. Oh, I saw that call. It's crazy he got fired because he just wanted a better budget for the show. Yeah, exactly. This is the guy that made the Green Mile. This is the guy that worked on Terminator 2, right? And Scott Gimple, who directed The Walking Dead later on? You know what fucking movie he wrote? Ghost Rider 2, which is a piece of shit. Tupac versus Eminem. I prefer Eminem, but Tupac's good. When it comes to Call of Duty, you should enter Black Ops 3. Yeah. When it comes to Call of Duty, it should have ended after Black. Yeah, I already read that. I'm gonna turn my night light on my computer so it doesn't keep me up. Um, I want to try Black Ops 3 Blowing for the zombies. The zombies in it is good, but the thing is, it got too complex. Um, let's see. Let's see. Thoughts on Young Thug? He sucks. Fuck him. Garbage. After Infinite Warfare, the franchise restarted worse. I bet. Jackal, thoughts on Larry the Batman fan putting Inspector Gadget in his list for superheroes? I think he's an idiot for that. Inspector Gadget is a superhero. Yeah, that's like doing a list of the worst. Like you would say, all right, here's who I think is the worst rappers of all time, and then one of your choices is Johnny Cash or fucking Metallica. It's like, that's not a rapper or something stupid like that. Young Thug is garbage. I agree. Call of Duty's overrated. I haven't really played it since Modern Warfare Remastered. Yeah, Mumble Rap sucks. It does. Lil Pump's the worst rapper ever. Um, I could see that. I forgot who I. Oh, Soldier Boy. I think's the worst. Lil Pump is garbage. Spectre Gadget is irrelevant anyway. It's not a huge fan. I'll get Larry's hate for the character. Yeah, I don't know too much about him to be honest. I think any game series that had a yearly release would inevitably become overrated, even though it was Grand Theft Auto, Fallout, or Elder Scrolls. Yeah, they don't need to put out a Call of Duty game every single year. It's ridiculous. Lil Pump destroyed a Porsche on his album release party and still drove it. What a fucking idiot. R. Kelly and Jay Z and Sean Combs, he is three worst rapper. I don't care for R. Kelly. I don't care for Jay Z, to be honest with you. I mean, R. Kelly's a good singer. I don't listen to him like that. I don't listen to Jay Z like that, and I don't listen to Diddy like that, to be honest. Not my cup of tea. The only song I like by Diddy is right. Just release a good COD game once every few years. Yeah, they should give it a break. You know, that's why I'm glad Resident Evil took time off. Like you had Resident Evil 3 remake, and you had Resident Evil 3 remake in, or no, Resident Evil 4 remake in 2023. And then Resident Evil was quiet the year after that, and it's been quiet this year. I love that, so you can miss it. I would want an Evil Within 3 to be a game where you play as Joseph trying to escape STEM and team up with Sebastian, team up and finally defeat Ruvik. That'd be cool. And if they do an Evil Within 3, like I said, I want it to play into themes of like gothic horror, Dracula, vampire, bats, werewolves. I would love to see the Evil Within play into those kind of themes because we've already had them play into chainsaw shit, cult shit, um, science labs, haunted house type shit. Evil Within 2, I don't want to spoil that, but we haven't seen it play into that stuff I just mentioned. I'd love to see it play into that stuff, to be honest. Um, I would want playing the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre um, video game based on the movie. Uh, will come out on PS5, PC, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. Would be so cool. That'd be cool. I hope it has a campaign. That made Evil Within game since 2017, sadly. Yeah, have you played the Evil Within Executive Productions? Hey, Jackal, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, RTLM25, one of my favorite Eminem AI song makers. Um, if or when they do Dead Rising 2 Deluxe Remaster, what changes you'd like to see? Good question. In terms of changes, I want the twins to be better developed because they're barely developed in the original. Um, I wish Sullivan would go on missions with you like Brad, because I think that'd be interesting. I wish the game had a darker horror tone. The survivors should be more challenging to rescue. Um, it needs to have sandbox mode, personally, though I do like TIR. Um, I like some of the cut content added back in, like I'm trying to think. Yeah, like the twins' original design was better. I want them more involved. Trying to think about what else they could do with the game if they remastered it. Um, hmm. Yeah, those are just some of the things I think. It would be cool if they added Psychopath Frank West. I think the only way that would work, in my opinion, is if you do a Dead Rising 1 off the record. Because if you did do Dead Rising 2 remaster, then Psychopath Frank West, you're going to make that canon. So I feel like the only way you're going to make that work is if you do, which I would love to see that. Dead Rising 1, what if Chuck Green went to Willamette? I really, dude, I wish they would make that game. I would fucking love to play Dead Rising 1, but what if Chuck Green was in Willamette? How would Chuck Green handle Dead Rising 1? They could do different shit. Like instead of Frank working with Isabella, Chuck Green works with Carlito, and Isabella's the crazy one. You know, what kind of underrated game series is on? They should do a third for that game too. I've heard it was really good. I should check it out sometime. Honestly, Little Pump destroyed hotel rooms. He also destroyed someone's variety. He's an idiot. They could have Chuck's wife in the game too. Exactly. Um, and there's just so much potential. Like I think it would be interesting if they did Dead Rising off the record, and halfway through the game, his wife gets infected. He can't do anything about it because he is too distraught. Katie gets infected by his mom. He ends up having to put her down. And that whole Zombrex shit they do with Frank, you just do that with Katie. He works with Carlito. They figure something out. Personally, like I said, I would take Isabella Carlito and swap their roles around. Um, Psychopath Frank West would be awesome. Uh, Same with Titanfall. There have been all these rumors about there being a Titanfall 3. I don't know if it'll ever happen. I heard it was a good series. Um, let's see, Little Pump. Yeah. Their Dead Rising video game. I do like it. Dead Rising 4 is a pretty great or solid game. Dead Rising, I'll be honest, Dead Rising 4, when I did play it on PS4 and went through it, I did have fun playing it. It has a lot of problems though, but I can't deny that it was fun. It was a fun game to play. I can't even lie about that, you know. But I wouldn't go back to it as much as the other ones, to be honest with you. Um, um, Little Pump 2 worst album title ever. Yeah. Yeah, Titanfall 2 is often considered one of the best FPS games to ever come out. I remember even playing the beta for it. Solid fun game. Yeah, Nick Cannon sucks. He sure does. I just had played Phasmophobia video game. It was actually so great horror game. Blumhouse will make Phasmophobia movie video game adaptation film. That would be cool. I only played Dead Rising 2 on the PS for a decade ago at a friend's house. I like it. I like to play Dead Rising 1, which I hear is great. Yeah, Dead Rising 1, I would just grab the original, play it on your PS5. Um, I would say stay the hell away from Dead Rising 2 because the remaster for it is so bad, unfortunately. My idea for Dead Rising 5 would be a game with a new protagonist set as ski resort. That'd be cool. Um, the original version of Dead Rising 5 looked awful. It didn't even look like Dead Rising. Chuck didn't even look like Chuck. I'm glad they canceled that bullshit. You know what game series I do find a bit overrated? Destiny. They have milked Destiny 2 like nobody's business. Yeah, I never played Destiny, but they went all in. Two Live Crew sucked. All they did was talk about oral sex. Yeah, I'm not really into them, though. I wish that song, the F Shop they did, where it samples Van Halen. I wish a dope rapper would remix that song and talk about something else because I love the beat on that song, especially with the guitar. I wish a rapper would remix that shit and change up the topic. I want to see the Fetty Wap rant. Yeah, I got flagged down, unfortunately. Um, I got to find a way to screen record. The reason I haven't did that yet, I need to find a way to back up all my videos, which is hard to do. 'Cause there's so many of them. Tupac Shakur, even he is a great rapper. Yeah. When it comes to Bungie's games, Halo is way better than Destiny. I hear that. Um, you look at Halo, it's in a horrible place now. Like Halo Infinite, what a disaster that game was. Same thing with Gears 5. Like, what are they doing over there, yo? Not a fan of Final Fantasy, very overrated video game franchise, in my opinion. I can never get into it. Dumbass Fetty Wap flagged your rant video. I'm not sure if he's the one that did it, but post flagging is BS. It sure is. They haven't done a good Halo game since Halo 4, which came out in 2012. Yeah. I'm not being a fan of Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts. They always overrated video game. But yeah, I am gonna have to end this stream unfortunately since I looked at my schedule. I'm gonna have to go into work a little earlier tomorrow than yesterday and did today, and I got to get at least one of these paid requests done for DJ, and I got to eat me something to get ready for bed. That kind of stuff. What's up? What's up, Gamer Cam 24 from the stream? I know Rich Ryan flagged your shit. Yeah, he did. But Halo 3 is probably one of my all-time favorite video games. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, thanks for everyone that came out of the stream supported. It's been a very successful one. It's been fun doing this. I will do this tomorrow. Um, it will basically be a consistent thing because um, I still want to get my YouTube channel to the point where I can make a full-time living off of it. Because I don't want to be working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. Um, you know, so I still believe in where this could go. I don't care. All right, cool stream, man. Take care. Thanks. Man, it's some of my favorite video games of all time. Cool choice. Not feeling well right now. Sorry to hear Gamer King 24. But yeah, peace out, everyone. I'm going to end it for now. Thanks for watching and supporting the stream. Peace.